Hi Libra, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 22nd to the 28th of November. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in a time frame stated, it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. It's hard to describe this energy. Um, it's like it feels very anxious. The energy feels very anxious, but it's also like you're moving ahead, like you're almost moving in silence, not telling anyone your moves, um, and moving along your path, not having to explain yourself to people why you're doing the things that you're doing. You just feel called to whatever you're being called to, and you're doing that thing. You're not questioning it. You're not letting people tell you what to do either. It's like I'm seeing you reach like checkpoints, and you're getting confirmations in the physical, in the physical realm of these you hitting checkpoints. This is in Korea for you. In Korea, you're hitting checkpoints here this week, um, like goals, like little checkpoints, like checkpoints. You know, like have you ever played a game where it's like you have to reach a certain point by a certain time, and then when you reach that point, then your timer gets updated. But there's no race, but it's just you're getting to these checkpoints, and it's like you're racing against yourself, even though there is no race. There doesn't need to be really a race, but you're just tired of the old. You're tired of like the old remnants. You've moved away from them. You're in the place. You're in the land where your purpose is, um, and you're just trying to really push that shift so there's nothing of the old remaining. You feel brand new as well, and you recognize that things are just going to keep changing for you as you keep moving forwards. Like nothing is fixed at this time because you've done a big shift internally, and your physical reality is almost completely shifted, but you're not sticking to this new reality because you're saying, I'm going to keep leveling up, keep following where I'm being called, where my soul is calling me, where my life's purpose is. And you're recognizing that it may not necessarily be this current environment that you're in or the current things that have come into your life. You're recognizing that these things might not be those things basically that are truly for you, but you're staying open minded. Like you're not having this sort of what's the word, withdrawal. You're engaging actively, but you're keeping an open mind in regards to which way you should go. But you're only really listening to your inner guidance. Where you're being spiritually guided. Where your spiritual guides are like leading you. You're connecting to your intuition. You're connecting to the depths of your heart here. Really trying to shine in the darkness, like where you need to go. Like we see you sending like SOS signals, SOS signals in the darkness. Like you know when you have the light and you go with the light. Yeah, it's what you're doing in the darkness, hoping that something will send you the signal back. That yeah, this is the right one. But you don't really need to do this, to be honest with you. Like without realizing it, the energetic pathway already exists. You feel like you're in the darkness, and there's nothing like helping you, guiding you forwards. Like you feel like you're in the darkness and you're all alone. Even though you're aware of spirituality, you're aware of spiritual beings around us. Like we're only able to perceive a very narrow bandwidth on the electromagnetic spectrum, which is visible light. The rest of the spectrum is all going on around us all the time. Can't see, we can't see radio waves, we can't see Wi-Fi, we can't see a lot of things that are going on around us, and a lot of these things, are frequencies. So we can't see them, we can't perceive them, and they're going on all the time. And you're not truly alone, to be honest with you. And you see, when you are walking on your like on your path, on your purpose, the way I see it is like a tunnel. It's not. It's like a tube, and it's not exactly a tube, but it's like a light. It's made of light, like glimmering light, and it's not exactly a fixed shape. I see it like a square kind of shape, and it's like dust. It's like light dust, dust light. I don't know, light dust, or dust that's full of light, I guess. It's the best way to explain it. Like, it's not fixed, but it's for you to move forwards, basically. And so it stops anything from interfering with your path, with your life, and it stops whatever may be lurking there in the darkness from attacking you. So when you're walking on that path that's linked to your purpose, you can't be harmed unless you harm yourself and you decide to walk off of it. And so that's what that's what you did before. Like, you had come off your path and you were just in the darkness by yourself. And so you have that similar feeling that you're not sure where you're going, but you're on your path at this time. So all you need to do is keep taking steps forward. You're protected, and then there's this, you're in your tunnel of light. It's like, when you're in an aquarium and you can see all the fish in the water, but obviously the fish in the water is not dropping on you. It's kind of like that in a way. It's the best way I can describe it. And so you're able to go through unharmed and enjoy the view, actually. It's kind of like a sightseeing. You don't need to stand there and kind of shine out, like, which way should I go, which way should I go? That's why you feel anxious. Like, you're continuing to do things, but you feel anxious because it's like, I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like, don't think about things in a way whether they're going to work or not. Just do what your heart is telling you to do, and you can never be wrong. You always get to where you need to get to. It's when we start to use our brain too much, that's when we start to encounter problems, because then we think this and we think that, and then this happens and then that happens. And so, the heart can be quite radical, to be honest with you. The heart can be very radical and very blunt and truthful, because the heart doesn't play. Like, it will tell you straight up, like, let's do this, and you might be like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I should do this or not. Sorry, I'm a bit ill. I'm getting better. Well, I'm pretty much better. I just got a bit of a cough now. I heal pretty quickly. So you're having this kind of anxiety because you're not sure. Like, you're taking a step and then you're like shining a light. Like, am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? But you're going about it the wrong way. You just need to take the steps. As long as you stay true to your heart, you stay true to. And the reason why it needs to be the heart, if you've never seen me before, is because the heart is untainted by the matrix. The heart is the only thing that's not tainted by the matrix. The matrix affects our 5 senses and our brain. So this is why when you think too logically, it's flawed. The heart can't be tainted. No matter how much toxins you put in, no matter how much junk food you eat, no matter how much you do of anything, the heart can never be tainted. They've tried everything. It doesn't work. They've tried everything to try manipulating the heart. The heart cannot be touched. There's just too much protection around it from your own spirit, as well as the physical body in itself. The way it is, it doesn't allow the heart to be touched spiritually. Or emotionally, or mentally. But we tend to use our mind mentally more than we do our heart. And the way you use your heart mentally is by asking it questions and then feeling it. This is how you get answers, is through feelings. People always say gut feeling, gut feeling. It's not the gut feeling, it's the heart feeling. If you've eaten a lot of food, you're going to have a gassy gut. So I don't know how you're going to get a feeling from there. Anyway, let's get back to your reading. You're still taking steps nonetheless. I see you like taking steps, and the steps are like light. They're light, so it's like footprints of light. You're taking steps in your tunnel. You're unsure and doubtful. Like in like you, I would say there's less doubt, but it's just you're just unsure because you've never been like this. You never tried to live like this before. So you want to make sure everything is correct. There's no such thing as correct or incorrect. You either do it or you don't. There's no in between. You either do it or you don't. Like you can't be hesitant to keep moving forwards. If you want to move forwards, you have to move forwards, regardless. Seasons come and they go. Trees, they go through spring where they grow, and then they go through summer where they flourish and they start to burn out, and then they go through autumn where they continue burning out, and then they start to fall, and then winter is when they go through the sort of death, and they have no leaves, and then back into spring. So it's like it does. There's no like hesitancy with the trees that they're trying to hold on to the leaves, or they're trying to hold on to things. They let go of things as they need to. They go through the stages as they see fit. And this is kind of what you need to do without being hesitant of whether things are going to work out or not. As long as you stay true to your heart, you can never be wrong. And you might end up moving a lot faster, but you kind of questioning your steps. If this is the right step, if it's a wrong step. Again, just ask your heart the question, heart, should I do this? And don't let your mind answer, let your heart answer. If you feel a heaviness, it's probably a no. If you feel a lightness in your heart, it's a yes. You're getting over some kind of fear. Fear of the unknown. Like you have a deep rooted fear of the unknown. You've always put yourself in situations where you can control, or where you can control the outcome. You've always put yourself in situations where XYZ equals ABC, for example. Like you knew what, if you put yourself in this situation, this is going to be the outcome. And so you've never put yourself in a situation where that means a lot. That means a lot to you. You've never put yourself in a situation that means a lot to you where you don't know if the outcome is gonna be what the outcome is just in general gonna be. Like the situations you've always put yourself in, like say you want to go work a job, you're like, I'm gonna work this much hours, I know I'm gonna get paid this much. But it's like in this situation, it's like you're doing things in a certain way just because you're being guided to do them, but you're not sure of what the outcome's gonna be. And this is how you're able to overcome this fear. You're going to be overcoming it here this week. You're going to have some confirmations. Like I said, you're going to be reaching some checkpoints, some goals here this week. In regards to your career, this more career focused, this reading. You're going to be reaching some checkpoints in regards to leveling up. And you're not really, you're distancing yourself from people at this time, and I feel like it's quite important for you to do so you can internalize what you're feeling to the external world and learn to follow on your guidance, so that when you are around people, it's a lot easier for you to do, and you're not struggling to find answers when you need them, like tapping into your inner guidance when you need it. So it's like practice. It's like a skill. The more you work on it, the better it gets. Yeah, you really don't have to worry. Just keep taking the steps here this week, Libra. Things are going to change for you more better than you can imagine. Like you're fully done with this idea of the old life in your life. You fully are done with this whole, and this is not internally, it's external, like experiences. Like, for example, where you have to commute to, or where you have to do things. Like you're so tired of the old like anything that's got to do with the old, because your life has really shifted at this time, completely almost, into this new reality. But there are some remnants, and you're just really tired. You want to move away from them. Um, these remnants, they can only be removed if you go more into the unknown. It's like you have to shake things up. And this is by you going into the unknown, but it's not really I mean, I guess it is the unknown, but you're protected in this unknown because you're moving in line with your purpose here, in line with where your soul is calling you. So that energetic pathway is something that you already created before you incarnated. So we all do this before we incarnate. We create ourselves a pathway that our soul wants to follow, and then we're born and we forget all about it. And then we have to kind of find it, basically, that path that we set for ourselves. And the reason why we're not able to find it so readily is because there's so much energy in the universe, there's so much energy just in this planet, that things can go either way. And so we have to find it because there's just too much energy. It's like sorting out, trying to find, a page in a book, and the book is like 5,000, 10,000 pages, for example. So, but we feel guided, we feel connected to going a certain way, and so that pathway already exists. When you try to create a pathway in the darkness out of nothing, you expend a lot of energy, and you can feel very tired all the time. So it's nothing to really worry about. I mean, it just feels uneasy because you're overcoming the fear of the unknown, like the deep rooted fear of like you putting yourself in situations where you don't know the outcome that mean a lot to you, like a situation that means a lot to you. Like you'll do it in a small situation that doesn't mean a lot to you, but something that means a lot to you, like you've never put yourself in a situation where you don't know the outcome of. And that's how you're going to bypass the rest of getting out of that's how you're going to bypass, the old, the remnants of the old. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on for you here this week. This is an interesting reading. You have a lot of aces in this. We have 3 of the 4 aces in this reading. So a very powerful week for you. Of new. So your current energy at this time, you've been following your heart, like I've been saying. You've been following your heart in regards to what is the best way, following your inner guidance, following your heart. What is the best way for you to live at this time, and how you can sort of bypass this sort of barrier. Sometimes I see water as a barrier because it separates the land, and you can only traverse through the water if you have a ship. And so you've been on this side and you've been trying to get over to the other side, and it's like there's barriers in here, and you've been trying to work out how the hell you can get from this side to that side. And this is where the grass is greener for you. Like you've been trying to elevate your life in a way, a very particular way, in a very particular part of your own being, like trying to elevate yourself here. And this is, you can get there by following your heart. And this part is basically, you're feeling very imprisoned, feeling trapped, feeling restricted. It's making you very negative. And so you've been following your heart to remove yourself from this energy, because where you are, this is what it's doing. You feel very imprisoned where you are on this side. You feel very trapped, and it's making you feel, thinking negative thoughts. you're having a lot of negative thinking, and so you're following your heart here in order to free yourself from this way of being. And the good news is, before the week begins, you're having a breakthrough here. And this is from you continuing to take action and in following your heart here. This is going to lead to a breakthrough in your life before the week even begins, in regards to the situation of you feeling trapped. You already know following your heart is leading you to more happiness, is leading you to becoming unprisoned. You can see here she's got the blindfold on and her hands are bound. It's like situations your external world, physical world, has had you in a way where you've been blind to the truth. You've been bound by situations, circumstances. You've been in this prison, and so by you following your heart here, it's like you're becoming more and more free. You're able to see your hands are moving around, but the only thing that's stopping you is this barrier of swords that are around you, the prison of swords. And so now you're freeing yourself. You're having a breakthrough here before the week begins, in freeing yourself from this energy, and it comes from you taking action, being passionate. And you're having this breakthrough because you're following your heart. The action is following your heart. Continue to follow your heart. You're leveling up more than you realize. You are seeing results, but you're not realizing how deep these results are. They're affecting your soul in a very beautiful way. By you following your heart, you're shedding a lot. You have gone through a massive shedding. You've gone through a massive transformation as well, but you're shedding even more. It's like as you're leveling up, even the level ups are not meant to stay with you. They're just like stepping stones, and it's like you're leveling up to who you're truly meant to be. The best way I can describe it is like a snake shedding its skin. Snakes are known for healing, and they're quite divine, and so the snake, it will grow new skin and shed it, but it's like as soon as you grow the new skin, you're shedding it, and the skins are different. Like this, it's like you're going for an upgrade every time. You get shinier and shinier. More rainbow-like is what I'm seeing. So that's your current energy. Your theme for the week is the Ten of Pentacles. So the experiences you're going through here this week are going to make you feel very wealthy, very successful. And this kind of wealth is spiritual wealth. It's a sort of spiritual wisdom, ancient knowledge. It's like you've gone through this foundation of learning spirituality, of learning yourself through spirituality, connecting to yourself. You're now able to connect to yourself because you've decided to be more spiritual. You've unlocked these keys down here to yourself, into your physical and your spiritual. That's what they represent here. Particularly, they're not in the card here, but I'm saying them as the one key is your key for your spiritual, one key is for your physical. Like you've managed to make them intertwine with one another, and it's very important that you do so, because when you have your goals, you have to have them based in reality as well as in the spiritual realm, like whatever goal you have, because when you do that, you find true fulfillment. If you just walk mostly in the physical, you always feel a void, you always feel like something's lacking. Or if you always are in the spiritual, and you both feet are in the spiritual, you're not going to feel that fulfillment either. So this wealth is a wealth of wisdom, spiritual wisdom, that's giving you like this deep sense of fulfillment, deep sense of love for yourself. You're recognizing that you doing this is making your life fertile, like your understanding of things now, the way you understand things, the way that you look at things, the way you perceive things, the way you process things. They are allowing your life to be more fertile because you're connected to this idea of your own, like this spirituality in general. Like you're able to transmute your energy from a lower vibration to a higher vibration, and this is making you feel very fulfilled. It's making you feel a lot of love towards your life in general, and it's making you more fertile, and it's helping you purify anything that needs to be purified moving forward. But this week, the experiences you're going through in general are going to give you this sort of wealth of spirituality, wealth of knowing that you have the answers, like you've gained a spiritual foundation. And so this is what this wealth is, that you've gained a spiritual foundation, and you're able to use it. So it's making you feel wealthy in that sense, and you're feeling just happy and grateful in general. The experiences you're going through are going to make you feel very happy and grateful. They're going to make you feel very successful. jumping into the week, between Monday and Wednesday, we have the Emperor. So the Emperor here is basically rules and authority, rules and structure that you follow, basically. The rules that you live by, the structure of your life, the way you live your life, what you do for a living, all these things, basically, this is what the Emperor represents. And, you know, and it's also about who is the authority within your life here. And I feel very strongly here that you are living by a way where you're nurturing yourself. You're nurturing yourself at this time, living by your own rules, living by, like I was saying in the channel, you're not really listening to anyone. You're listening to your own inner guidance, recognizing that you're the emperor of your life. You've become very wise from what kind of situations you've been going through, and you now have the power to protect, and you have the power to be stronger. You have the power to protect yourself, and you have the power to be stronger. You're ready to go at a moment's notice. You can see the emperor has armor under his robe, but he's just relaxing, and so you're ready for whatever. You're not really faced by situations, and you're just nurturing yourself. You're in this moment, in this period of time, you're nurturing yourself, nurturing your idea of what rules you live by, nurturing the structure that you want your life to look like, the structure that you want. And the structure of your life is like where you go, what you do, why you do it, what you want to do for your career, what you want to do for love, like whatever, like that's the structure of your life, basically. And it's just like you're the emperor, and you're deciding, like, because you've gone through this transformation and you're gaining more clarity. Like I was saying, like, you're not necessarily going to be keeping these level ups as you're leveling up what you're turning into. It's like you're shedding your skin again and again, but you're keeping an open mind to your progression in general. You don't know which things are going to stick with you or not going to stick with you, but you're continuing to follow your heart, because your heart is leading you closer and closer, and you are finding fulfillment. Like I'm saying, it is in your theme for the week as well, finding fulfillment and finding love for yourself here. And clarifying both of these, we have the Queen of Swords. So you're doing this from a place of truth, being truthful, being empathetic, being honest. You have a very strong will, and you're not taking any BS from anyone. You're really stepping into yourself here and making your life the way you want it to be, like down to the nitty gritty. Like, you're not doing anything you don't want to do. You're not seeing anyone you don't want to see. You're not talking to anyone you don't want to talk to, and you're not being aggressive about it. You're setting up strong boundaries. You're saying no when you need to say no. You're not being a people pleaser, just going ahead with whatever people are saying for no reason. You're setting firm boundaries with people, and you don't need to be aggressive. You just need to say no to things, and that's what you're doing here. Because you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing the way you want to live, and what rules you want to live by, because you understand you're in this new part of your life, and you're setting the stage. You're setting the stage for the show. So it's like, you're doing like the building the stage of like how you want it, what kind of play you want. Like when you go to see a pantomime or whatever, and they set up the stage for whatever it is going to be, whatever the play is going to be. So that's kind of what you're doing, like what kind of play you want, what kind of life you want. And this is down to the nitty gritty, and this is coming from this newfound wisdom, not newfound, but I guess this newfound energy of yours that you've come into, that you've gained more wisdom. You've gained more wisdom, and you've gained more insight into the way you want to live. And so you're changing things that are connected to your heart more and more, and moving away from the remnants of the old, like I was saying, and really nurturing these things, these structures, nurturing. So if you want to, for example, like you wanted to pick up a hobby, and you're like, oh, I wanted to do that, I've always wanted to do it. You're starting to do it here this week between Monday and Wednesday, and you're going there, and you might be going there once or twice, but you're going to start doing this from now on. Like I've always wanted to do this hobby. Maybe they do it twice a week, and you're gonna go there twice a week now, or 3 times, or whatever it is, or make it be maybe one more than one hobby. Whatever it is, you want to live your life more. Like you want to live in a way that makes you feel more fulfilled. Like you want to nurture your life so that you feel more prosperous. Your experiences feel more prosperous. You feel rich, like you desire richness from your life. And you're on the right path. It's happening here for you. You're being truthful and empathetic and honest about what you want from your life, and you're really going after it, really setting the rules, the new rules you want to live by. No longer following people, no longer being a part of the crowd, being literally your own emperor. I was gonna say your boss, but like emperor's better than a boss, I guess. So between Wednesday and Friday, we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands here is inspiration. It's new opportunities and ideas that are coming in for you here, growth, creativity, and this is in regards to your finances. You've been working on something, and you're gaining mastery here. Whatever this is, you're gaining some kind of mastery over it that's allowing new opportunities and ideas to come in for you here, that are going to lead to, clarifying both of these, is the Ten of Pentacles. That is going to lead to wealth, success, happiness, and gratitude for choosing this path. Yeah, it's going to take you away from feeling pain financially, feeling at a loss financially. And so this is a new beginning. You have a lot of aces here, and it's a new beginning for you that's happening. You're having a breakthrough before the week begins as well, and during the week something major is happening here, that's causing growth in your life. It's interesting because you can see that there's a castle down here, but the Ace of Wands, the castle is quite lavish, right? Inside of a castle, the furnishings and stuff, they're quite lavish. But then you have this Ace of Wands, which is basically, look at the size of it. So it's a big thing that's happening here for you, and it's helping you become more determined. And this is something that you've been working on, some sort of skill that you've been working on. You haven't found your purpose yet. Is this your purpose? No, it's not your purpose. You haven't found your purpose yet. But you're getting closer and closer to your true purpose. So whatever this is you're working on, it's in line with your purpose. It is in line with your purpose. It's leading you there. It's not a direct way that you're meant to get there, but you're meant to get there this way because your heart is calling you this way, and your heart's not wrong because you're going through a certain passage. Again, like in the darkness, that way has already been made. The astral body, before we incarnate, is very powerful. It's able to do many things. And not just that, but it's also that by you going this way, it's opening up doors that you wouldn't have been able to open up if you had gone the traditional routes or you had gone on a different route. So it's like, I'm not going to spoil it too much for you, but like you're going in a way where things are going to open up and you're going to feel very happy, and very grateful. It ties back into your theme of feeling very happy and grateful and feeling very successful. It's a skill you've been already working on, that's allowing growth into your life here, and it's going to lead to some sort of opportunities coming in here for you, that's going to make you feel more determined. So you're gaining some sort of mastery over your finances here this week, and you're feeling very wealthy. It's going to lead to wealth, sorry. So this is fantastic for you. I'm going to pull out one more here for you. Yeah, so it's a new cycle financially that you're entering. Your luck is literally changing. This is a financial cycle here that you're entering. I think I did say it was this more of a career focus reading, even though it seems more like a personal development. It's a bit of everything, to be honest with you. But I feel like your career, your financial situation needs to upgrade at this time because the rest of the upgrades are complete. You've been healing your heart as of late. You've done the internal healing of your shadow self, your light self, your your subconscious mind. Like you've been healing a lot of different aspects of yourself, and like that thing that needs to be healed at this time is your financial situation. And so you're entering into a new cycle here financially, and also this is again like I was saying, in line with your destiny. You're gonna feel like your luck is changing here, and it is. because it's, well, I mean, it's time for it to change. To be honest with you, it's not really luck. To be honest, it's like you've put in the work, and now the work is showing up. Like you've been putting in a lot of work into yourself and healing yourself and recovering yourself, and now this is coming up for you, because you know you've put in the work. So it's not really luck in a way. It's just your karma, your abundance is, you know, the work you've put in. Like when you work on yourself and you make yourself better, you heal yourself. That's you doing a lot of work. It's expending a lot of energy, and as you do so, you get rewards from this. Sometimes the universe just blesses you for no reason. That's kind of happening here towards the end of the week. I get into it, but like, you know, the universe just blesses you for no reason because you've gone through. It's not easy to go through the healing, and it uses a lot of energy. It uses a lot of energy. It's a lot easier to be someone that is miserable and is a goal hanger and just waiting for other people to do the work and just, you know, try to take, you know, whatever they're trying to reap when it's ready to reap. You know, a lot of people do this, right? And so they end up having a lot of bad karma as a result. And so they struggle to keep on to what they build, what they you know manage. I wouldn't say build, but what they manage to steal. They've struggled to hold on to it because the universe, you know, keeps letting them know that they're not deserving of what they've accumulated. It was for someone else. And that can only happen to someone that isn't connected to themselves truly, that isn't gone through the healing. If you're like rejecting the healing, you're like, I want need to be like everybody else. That's what happens to you. But when you connect to yourself and you go through the healing, things just happen for you miraculously. Like those energies, they don't know how to attack you. Those low vibrational energies, they don't know how to attack you because there's no energetic pathways. There's no pathways in the physical for them to attack you, unless you allow them to, of course. You know, sometimes people look at you funny, and you know, if you look at them, you don't need to look at them funny back. You know, because you know, so a lot of these type of people tend to be vampires or energetic vampires. So yeah, you know, you're in this stage now where you're entering a new financial cycle, and yeah, it's your good karma, like I was saying. So then, between Friday and Sunday, you're going through this energy of the King of Wands. So the King of Wands here is you're gaining vision about your life and which way you want to go, taking authority and leadership of your life, sitting in from a place where you're connecting very deeply to this idea of being spiritually inclined as well as physically inclined. Here, the King of Wands, his son goes to learn from the wand maker of how to make wands, and so the king he introduces the king to the wand maker because he's so impressed. His son is so impressed with the wand maker and his attitude, just in general, that he's introduced him to the king in hope that he will knight him. And so the king has a very open mind. Like I was saying, you're gonna have a very open mind, and you have a very open mind in general. And so he has a very open mind, and he embraces the idea of wands. And in their world, wands are typically seen as something that is evil, used for evil. But no one's ever heard of a good wand maker. It doesn't exist, and so that's why the prince is thoroughly impressed by the wand maker, and so he learns from him anyway. And so the king knights the wand maker as a knight. And he embraces his wands, and he embraces leading with the wand. So it's basically you having, like I was saying, having one foot in the spiritual and one foot in the physical, and recognizing that the way you need to move forward is having one foot in both, because by you doing that, you're able to find true fulfillment, find true happiness, find true. And this is not religious, like religious. I'm starting to notice like a lot of people coming in on my videos like religious things. Like, no, it's not religious. It's the spirituality and religion are completely different. Okay, I want to make that very clear. And so, you know, you're connecting with this idea of having one foot in the spiritual, one foot in the physical. As you're moving forward, you have the vision now of like how you need to. You're no longer blocked by the matrix. I remember I keep seeing you as this white eagle. You should get a tattoo if you like tattoos. Probably not. It's probably not a good idea to get a tattoo in this day and age. Like everyone's got tattoos. But if you want to get do some paint, if you do some painting or something like that, it'd be a good idea for you to have like a white eagle. But you've flown away already. But like the matrix no longer affects you. However, that being said, like you're in this new land, but you're not aware fully of what's possible for you. Like it's, like when you go somewhere for the first time, like you don't know what's there, and what could be that, what that could be. And so you're exploring at this time. You have been exploring up until this point, but you've gained vision from what you've been exploring because you already have experience. You have a great understanding of, like, when you go through things, you're able to understand things. And so you have this greater vision now of, like, which way you want to go, exactly, like, down to the nitty gritty of the things. Like, you're able to fully understand which way you want to go. And clarifying this, we have the star card. So you're keeping your hope and faith that more divine blessings are coming in for you here, and that you're going to continue to go through a renewal and potential. And clarifying this, we have the temperance. So you're really in line with your purpose, bringing peace and balance to yourself, moderating your energy so you're not going backwards, so you continue to level up. Like, I'm seeing the snake, and the snake's not a bad thing. A lot of people hate snakes; they see it as an enemy. But snakes are actually good. They're good healers, and they're very connected to the divine. And so you're going through upgrades where you're upgrading and you're growing new skin, and your skin is shedding straight away because it's no longer, it's like you're going into different atmospheres and you require different skins. It's like as you're leveling up, you're going through portals. And like when you go into space, you can't breathe in space without having a astronaut suit on. You would, like, freeze to death. It's kind of like that. As you're going through each stage, your skin is kind of upgrading and changing, and then as you get into the new one, it you wait, hold on. So you're upgrading, and your skin when you're in the new one, and then, yeah, when you get into the new portal, the new realm, and this is spiritually, you're upgrading. You're going from down here to up here, and this is, you're already gone up here internally, but your physical body, your mental body, just you in general, all needs to go up. Then when your subconscious mind is already up there, at a high level, at a high timeline, the rest of your body needs to follow. The rest of your reality, like, the rest of reality needs to follow. Like, it can't just be your mind. So when you're up there, the rest of your body and your mental state, your everything, it needs to follow. And I do see here, consciously and subconsciously, you're already there at a high timeline. But the rest of your reality needs to follow, and that's what's happening here. And that's what it means by you going through these portals. You're going through these portals, growing a new skin, getting to the next one, shedding it, growing it another one, getting to the next portal, shedding it. Like, you don't need those skins. Like, the skin is going for an upgrade. Your skin is going for and the skin here is basically your how you look to the world. Because I just see you becoming more and more shinier, and I see you, like, as a naked snake. I don't know what they're called, an albino snake. Is that what they're called? I don't know. But the naked snake, like the one that's kind of pinkish, just like that. So you're going through this upgrade of, like, and you're becoming more and more silvery and more shiny and more rainbowy as you keep going. It's like getting better and better and better and better. Like, you're starting off like just pinkish, whitish, like in the naked snake, and then you're upgrading and upgrading and upgrading, and like your third eye. I'm just seeing you as a snake here for whatever reason, and your third eye is becoming like this giant sort of blue, purplish, indigo. Like, I'm just seeing it as a cat's eye or a snake's eye, I guess. I'm seeing it as more as a cat's eye on your forehead, and I'm seeing it as a snake, and it's a different color from your eyes. It's quite interesting. But you're leveling up and becoming very, very, very shiny and growing wings for whatever. Yeah, like you've got like these angel wings on you. So you're going through like big changes here. Just continue to keep going. Don't doubt. Don't hesitate. As long as you follow your heart, you can never be wrong. You can never ever be wrong. Again, because the heart's untainted. So this, but you have some challenges to see what's affecting you here this week. So the challenges show up in one way or another, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. The challenges here are trying to stop you from moving forwards and upgrading your life, and trying to keep you where you are in your current reality, and perhaps even bring you down. So let's see what your challenge is here for this week. Oh, and when the challenges do come in, don't give them any energy. That's how you kill them off. So your challenge here for this week is, um, you may be lacking, mental clarity, lack of clear thinking, not able to communicate, express yourself, self-expression even, as well as your ideas. You have a lot of ideas and stuff, and you're not able to really have a clear mind because you're finding it difficult to bring compassion into your life. You're finding it difficult to find balance, to be calm about what you're going through, because you feel like you're still being affected by the past, that you're being affected by things that have influenced you in the past when you were innocent, perhaps, or possibly when you were younger in some kind of way. Um, Affected your sense of pleasure. So what's affected you, and it's kind of making you doubt yourself at this time. It's kind of jumbling your thoughts, um, and you're finding it difficult to be calm because you're like, I don't know if I'm being affected by the past or not. Is my family still affecting me? Like my choices, the choices I'm making, are they from me truly, or are they from what I've been influenced by? You've already shed away the past. The only thing that's stopping you is your mental state. Like you're consciously and subconsciously you're up there already, but your emotional intelligence is like, and your physical body, your physical reality, it's still down there and it's going through its upgrade at this time. Um, don't cast doubt into yourself. I think the best way you can be in this situation, let's pull out one card as well. The best way you can be in this situation, yeah, literally, is to, the way you can bring balance, the way you can bring compassion in, the way you can bring a calm in, is by connecting to this foundation that you finally built. Literally, of this wealth that you've gained. I feel like you'll be doing it quite easily because your theme for the week. You're going to be, feeling this wealth. That yes, this I can actually use it. It's not just some words in a book that don't make any sense. And you're being the shepherd of your life. You're not settling and saying, oh, I'm defeated, or I'm being influenced. You're connecting to your own spirituality and recognizing that, yeah, okay, what is going on here? Am I being true to myself or not, or am I being influenced or not by the past? And you're recognizing here that you're not. You're in a new state. You've gone through this. You've gained your spiritual foundation, and you're shining a light here. It's like your light's being shone on you. Like you're feeling enlightened here as you're going through this challenge. It's going to be a very easy challenge for you. And it's interesting as well because you've got the star here, and the star is representative of the heart. So the heart is the two meeting points of, well, it's the meeting point of the three bottom chakras and the three top chakras, and the way that it is represented as a star. And so that's what the star is. It's the heart chakra. So it's like you're waving this flag of your heart chakra here, and you're like being the shepherd, and you're like, oh, okay, shining the light on the situation and asking your heart the question of like whether you are being manipulated by your past or if you're truly free. And you're gaining the answer here of what you are trying to find out, which is obviously you are free, but like you're going through this upgrade at this time where your reality is still shifting. Like it looks very different actually. Your physical, but it's not exactly at the timeline that you are at. The timeline that your subconscious and your conscious mind is very high compared to where you have gotten. Your life has gotten a lot better over the last few weeks, a lot better. But I can see that. But you're still there's actually a big gap, but you're not able to realize it because you haven't quite gotten there yet, and you've never been there before, to be honest with you. And so you're getting there now, and you're going to be able to look back and you're like, damn, I thought that was really good, but it was just it was just like crumbs. So continue to level up. You're going to keep enjoying life. You're going to keep finding happiness as you're doing so. So let's pull out an outcome to see what your outcome here is for the week. So your outcome here is crazy. I got like the three worst cards here. Not to say outcome is the worst, but this is you're moving away from all of this financially, feeling lack, feeling heartbreak in your emotional heart, in your loving in love, like your the pain that you felt in love, the loss that you felt in finances, the isolation, feeling poverty from finances, feeling heartbreak, pain, betrayal in love, feeling like lonely, feeling grief, crying, feeling abandoned, feeling this is the worst free combination in the whole deck, literally. And what's happening here is you're going for a major transformation here by the end of this week. Major transition. You're ending, leaving all of this behind, leaving the remnants of the past behind. You're going for a massive purification, where you're gonna feel like a youthful, innocent person again. But at the end of this week, you're going to the Death Rider here comes as a friend, and he comes to ask this person if he accepts death. And death is not a bad thing. Death is releasing the old, letting go of the old, so that new can come in for you, new happiness, new energy, so that you can release the stagnant energy, release what doesn't serve you. And he comes as a friend to ask you, because he recognizes that you're in this situation here. There's all these dead bodies down here. So the battle has happened, and he comes to this man, and it's like there's nothing here. It's stagnant. There's nothing to gain from this situation. Like the people are all dead. And he's asking this guy to go with him over there where the sun is rising, which is your happiness. And so it's like you're letting go of all of this energy. Three words, three words, God, you can bloody get. But you're clearing all of this energy out here by the end of this week, and finding more courage to follow your dreams, finding more courage. Also, feeling more creative, feeling more generous with yourself, treating yourself more generously and kindly, feeling lucky, chasing your happiness, very spiritually protected. You've been carrying all these burdens all this time, feeling weighed down, not knowing why you feel weighed down. There's this remnants of the past that have been weighing you down, and you're going for massive healing here, transition. I feel like this is the end of this transition. Like the next week is going to be about what you want to do with your life here. Like it's not going to be a lot of healing moving forwards for you, because you've done the healing, but this is it, the healing. You've done a lot of healing here, and you're doing a lot of healing here during this week, towards the weekend especially. And this is not actively, it's like just you enjoying this, your theme, like enjoying this wealth, happiness, success, wealth of the spiritual knowledge, is what this wealth is, as well as just being grateful for knowing what you do about yourself now. This is what's causing this healing, and this is how this healing is meant to happen. You're releasing a lot, you're releasing all of this energy, you're releasing all of this energy. You're releasing all of this energy here, all this nasty energy you're releasing, transitioning, and seeing a lot of personal growth here. And yeah, so now moving forwards, it's all about you really planning and investing into exactly what you want to grow. I think I said this to you before, it's like you're able to rain down wherever you want to rain down. And it's like you haven't fully rained down, it's like you're raining down little bits here and there and seeing what will work for you. But like you're now meticulously planning of like what is not meticulously, I'm not going to say meticulously, but you're like planning and investing and planning to invest into something that's going to lead to growth. Like you understand you're going to have to persevere through the seasons in order to see this growth, in order to see the pentacles grow here. You will have to persevere, and this is something you're already working on, something that feels like your purpose, but it's not actually your purpose. It's in line with your purpose though, so it's not the wrong thing. Continue doing it, whatever you're doing, but it's going to lead to your true purpose. But you're planning here at the end of the week what you want to do, and you're going to find out very quickly. I feel like in the next few weeks you're going to find out what it is exactly that you want to do, but you're going to still continue doing whatever you're doing, because it's in line with your purpose. It's helping you become better, spiritually and physically, whatever it is you're doing. This is a business. It's not a job. It's not a job, it's a business you do that you're gaining the money from this week. Um, and so, yeah, you're going to feel quite blessed. And you're going to feel, you can see here, he's just looking at how these are all coming out. He's like, he can't believe how much are coming out. So it's like, that's what you're planning to do. You want to invest into something that's going to give you a return, a big return. That's going to see a lot of growth, financially speaking. And that's what you're going to be doing here. Yeah, abundance, wealth. Some sort of gift or opportunity. What is this gift or opportunity here this week? It comes from you resting, from you recuperating, just relaxing, recuperating yourself and contemplating while you're, like when you're like laying down and you're like thinking, kind of like that, but you need to rest. It could be in dreams that you're getting the answer. It's going to happen towards the end of the week, some sort of opportunity, all right? Gift is going to come in of wealth, of how to make more wealth. And this is what this is you're going to be planning to invest into. This is happening at the end of the week. So I'm going to leave a reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week and I shall see you soon.